A very happy Mother's Day to everyone who is a mom who's out there. The game is about to end. We're up 6-0. One out, bottom of the ninth, base hit by Ibanez, puts 2 men on in the bottom of the ninth. We're going to watch the end of the game. I'm going to watch the end of the game. I'll let you know what's going on. Then we're going to get right into the post-game show. Rangers look to take 2 out of 3 from the best record in the major leagues. All of a sudden, things were ugly in the last series and all of a sudden turned around. But we'll talk about all of that as soon as the game ends. Hey, Zach, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Happy Mother's Day to you and your mama. Right? It was. So, yeah, if you're just getting here, welcome in. I'm glad you are here. My name is Jeff Bates. We're going to watch the end of the Rangers-Tigers game. Hopefully it ends here with a double play. Who knows? Maybe we'll go for hours here and they'll go into extra innings. But my suspicion is we're going to get a double play right here and end the game, and then we're going to talk about it. The post-game show next. 6-0 good guys. That's my Rangers over the Tigers in Detroit. I'll say it after the game, but I'm going to say it right now. I think, Bastick said it during the broadcast today. Coming into the series, the Detroit Tigers averaging over 5.5 runs, or about 5.5 runs a game. They got 2 men on right now, but if they could get a double play here and end this game, the Tigers will have scored 5 runs in the whole series against our pitching. Well, and Dave Raymond just said exactly that. Latz is in. 6-0 good guys, bottom of the ninth. Riley Green up to bat. He's 1 for 3 on the day. First and second, 3-run blast would cut this lead in half, but lefty on lefty, it seems pretty unlikely. Double play will end it. Let's see what happens. Swing and a miss, strike 2. They mentioned it earlier. Jacob Latz in to, shut it down at 6-0. He's not going to get a save. Hasn't pitched in a game where they were ahead, the Rangers were ahead, that I can think of all year. He's getting his chance here, up 6-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the 4-hitter, the All-Star Riley Green. He's a stud. Latz bounces a slider away, and we're 2-2. If you're just getting here, welcome. We will do a full post-game show. We'll talk about this game. We'll talk about the series. We'll talk about the upcoming series in Texas. We'll talk about the pitching matchups. And we'll take a look around the league at the other scores and probably talk about the standings. I'll talk about my content schedule this week, too, for that matter. But that comes after the ball game. 6-0 Texas in Detroit. Bottom of 9. 2 men on, 1 man out. Double play will end the game. Riley Green looking to blast one into the gap and keep this ball game alive for the Detroit Tigers. Go ahead and take a second to vote in the poll and like the stream as Latz walks Green to load the bases. Bochy coming out to talk about it. And Bochy only comes out when they're taking out somebody, so that'll be it for Jacob Latz. The lefty Robert Garcia will come in, and does this become a safe situation? I think it does. 3 guys, 4. I think it does. We'll find out here in a minute. So, take a second to vote in the poll. Is the Rangers offense back? Take a second to like the stream. Our postgame show will get started fully, as soon as the game ends. Garcia coming in for the Rangers. Check this out while we're waiting.
Hey, thanks for being here. While I'm on a little break, probably about a minute or so, I'd really like to ask you to do something. And maybe you've already done it, but if you haven't done it, it would mean a lot to me. please subscribe to my YouTube channel. As I film this, it's Thursday right before the game. We're at 2189. Trying to build this community. Love to see us get to 2200 by the end of the weekend. Can we get 11 in 3.5 days? If you haven't subscribed yet, please get over to YouTube at Texas Clubhouse. If you're already on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this on Twitch or you're watching on X or maybe you're watching on the replay anywhere else, head over to my YouTube channel at Texas Clubhouse and please subscribe. It's free. It means a lot. It helps me hit some of my goals and, well, it makes me smile and hopefully it'll show you more of my content. And you're here, so hopefully you don't hate my content. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and just thank you for being here. Go Rangers.
6-0 Texas. Bottom of the ninth, the Texas Rangers looking to take 2 out of 3 from the best record in baseball, the Detroit Tigers. But all of a sudden, last of the ninth, we get the bases loaded. 1 out. Latz was in, didn't do the job. Robert Garcia coming in. Torkelson, their 4-hitter, having a nice year. Going to look to hit a grand slam here and get them within 2. Hey, buddy, what's going on? Yeah, right. You know what? You should do a Phillies channel. Do a Phillies channel. That's my buddy. The Jersey living Philadelphia rootin' buddy of mine. All right, 6-0. 1 out, lifted into center, not deep at all. It's going to score a run, though. Evan Carter makes the play. Throws to third, and that'll keep guys at second and third. 6-1. Now, that's a big out. 2 outs now. 5-run lead. Garcia just needs, and there's a force at any base now, first and second. So the shutout is gone, but who cares? Malloy, their 6-hitter, hitting 194 on the day, coming up to end this game, hopefully. Hope everybody's having a good Mother's Day. Hope you got to spend it with your mom or your wife or your whoever. And you haven't called mom already. What the heck? It's 3:20 Central Time. Give her a call. I just talked to mine. All right, we'll get fully into the postgame show as this game is over. 6-1. Good guys. First and second, 2 outs. Slider away, hits the corner for a strikeout. It looks like, I think Garcia gets a save here. Up by 6, bases loaded. 1 out. I think he might. I don't know the rules perfectly, but this might be the easiest save ever if he can get Malloy to ground out or pop up or something. He does pop it up, but foul. 0-2. We got 9 people here. Let's see, just 1 on Twitch, just 8 on YouTube. Nobody on X. I'm sorry, 9 on YouTube, 1 on Twitch. Nobody on X, which is weird because normally that's where I get all the people. Maybe I set it up wrong. Maybe I didn't set it up for X. Whatever. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're spending a tiny bit of your Mother's Day with us. When this game ends, we'll dive right into the post-game show. We'll talk about this game. We'll talk about the upcoming series in Texas. We'll talk about the standings. We'll check out the scores. And I'll talk about some takeaways I have for this series and the next. Lifted into right field. I think that might get down. No, it will not. Into Doley's glove. The ball game is over. The series is over. We win. The good guys win 6-1. That's it. Garcia closes the door, and big game Nate looked unbelievable. Let's talk about that right now. Let's talk about it right now. Let's make me smaller. Let's do that there. There's Zarapi Baldy, 4-2 now with the win. Drops his ERA down to 1.72. Reese Olson having a good year. Gets the loss 4-3, 3.38. Let's vote on the player of the game, shall we? Evaldi had a 26.1% win probability, 7 innings of shutout ball, 7 Ks, walk. It's a pretty easy pick, right? We'll talk about the others just for fun. 1 for 5. Marcus Simeon finally with the bomb, 2 RBIs, 11% win probability. Josh Young with his mom in attendance on Mother's Day, 2 for 4 with a 2-run bomb, 10% win probability. Dolly Garcia, 7.5%, 2 for 5, a double, 2 runs and a steal. Evan Carter, 7%, 2 for 5, RBI and a run. It's Evaldi. It's easily Evaldi. It's silly to even consider it not being Evaldi. It's Evaldi, right? Clear that. And let's keep talking about exactly that. Today's game for the Rangers, who had a big game? Well, a couple people did. And I'll just tell you everybody who got hit. Smitty had a hit, 1 for 3. His average is now at 316. Wyatt Langford, who's been pretty, he's been slumping, 1 for 4 today with a walk. He's down to 263. Jock Peterson was 0 for 4. Jolie 2 for 5, 2 runs scored. Simeon without home runs, 2-run blast, 1 for 5. Evan Carter, I mentioned him already, 2 for 5, a run on RBI. He's up, hitting at 273. He's only been up for about a week now. Josh Young hit the home run on Mother's Day with his mom in the stands. I already said 2 for 4, 2-run blast hitting 265. Jonah Heim hit a home run, 1 for 4 solo blast, and Zeke Duran will probably be sitting down this week, 2 for 4. Did I mention the base running steals? Doley had a steal, and who else? Oh, Evan Carter had a steal. Evaldi 7 innings, just gave up 2 hits and 1 walk. That's unbelievably elite. Who's our ace, man? It's Evaldi, but wow. I think Bassick said on the broadcast there at the end, hard to get on the All-Star team and probably have 3 starters right now. If the All-Star game was this weekend, that would make it. Malley's got to make it. Evaldi's got to make it, and DeGrom probably makes it. That's insane. Martin gave us an inning. Latz just 1/3, a 1-earned run. Garcia closes the door. I guess they didn't give him the save. 2 outs in the 9th to close it down. Martin's ERA is now at 2.04. Garcia's down at 1.58. Latz is up now at 4.76. We'll talk about the Tigers real fast because we're cool that way. Nobody had 2 hits for them. They only had 4 hits on the day. Olsen 4 innings, 3 runs with the loss. We talked about it, and that's really the only thing worthy of sharing. Let's check the chat, and then let's talk about the scores around the league. I am legendary. I wouldn't say this offense is back until we start putting good numbers up against great contenders. Consistency is the key in baseball. Make sure you vote in the poll. The poll is simply that: is the Rangers offense back? I say it is. I think that I think it is. I just do. I think that we've needed to find reasons for this offense to not be good, and they've given them to us. We were swinging at too many early pitches. We weren't getting on base. We weren't certainly no slug at all. But I see better at bats. I see hard hit balls. I see the team getting on base. I see the team getting runners over. I see the team scoring runs. I mean, Skubal shut us down. But Skubal, I mean, what is he on? 50 strikeouts over his last. He has 50 strikeouts to 1 walk right now as a ratio. That's insane. He's working on that. That's insane. But other than that, I think this offense looks back. I mean, the slug is there. And we got the Rockies coming in Houston. Not exactly the 2 best pitching teams in baseball. So I think it's back, and I think we'll see that. Team looked great 2 games in a row with runs and pitching. Yeah, I mean, you take out the Skubal starting us like 4 out of 5, right? I mean, even keeping the Skubal one in. Let's check out the scores around the league really quickly. Actually, no. You know what? Let's not do that yet. Let's do this. So some things that I took note of, I want to talk about, and I wrote up a couple notes here for myself to share with you all. Here are things that I think stand out that we should care about very much. Josh Smith, 7-game hitting streak. He's our leadoff hitter, and he's playing everywhere. His defense has been elite at first. Would be at second if he played there. At short when he plays there. Would be at third if he plays there. He's even played center field for us. He's played right field for us. And he's one of the best hitters in the league, and that's insane. 2 years ago, who would have thought? The slug is back. I already said that. I mean, how many home runs do we have today? Quite a bit. The Tigers were averaging 5.5 runs per game, and I think they scored 6 in the entire series. That's unbelievable. The umps, oh my gosh, horrific. If you're not on the Robo Umps Now train, it's just you, not me. And the Josh, Mary Young story. On Mother's Day, are you kidding me? Jace and Josh playing a little tic-tac-toe in the dirt the other day. It's just a beautiful story. I loved it. Lance McCullers BS. We're going to probably talk about that on the show here. I've actually met his family at Disney a few years ago. I'll tell that story if I remember. And before the end of the show here, we'll talk about that and what the ridiculous situation that's going on down there with Lance McCullers Jr. Jake Berger should be back. He's blasted another home run. I think it was today. Looks good down there. I think they're going to just keep him down there for the minimum. You have to keep him down there for, I don't know, is it 10 days like in the IL since I think it is. Bochy said at the well, there's no reason not to bring him up. The only reason that might not to bring him up would be Zeke, who's hitting the ball well, Ezekiel Duran, but I think he'll be coming up. And 7 different Rangers hit home runs the last 2 games. Talking about that slug, I think that's pretty freaking unbelievable. All right, let's get to the scores around the league. I'm not going to keep you here too long on this short little post-game show, but we will for a while. And then let's talk about the Rangers beating the Tigers in Detroit. I already said it. Evaldi got the win. Olsen got the loss. Bottom of ninth in Kansas City. Kansas City's got a man on and a man out. The Red Sox are up 3-1 on for Boston. Aroldis Chapman, the Pasquatch, is up for KC. Giants and Twins are tied. Bama 8. One man on for the Twins. They've been playing well lately. They're back up to, I think they won 7 in a row now to get them back to 500. That's pretty impressive. Ready. Why is it moving? There we go. Brewers up 4-2 in Tampa Bay. It's top of 8 down in Florida. Through 7.5, the Astros are shutting out the Reds. What a weird team the Reds are, right? They're 20-21. They blast 14 runs in a game, then they get shut out for like the 6th time or something today. Whatever. The Astros are up 6-0 on them so far. Looks like they're going to cruise to another win for Houston in Houston. Bama 7 in Chicago, where the Pope's favorite team is doubling up on Miami 4-2. Top of 6, the Padres can only score 1 because they scored 4,000 yesterday against the Rockies, who we get starting tomorrow. Rockies are up 6-1 in Colorado. Top of 6 there, San Diego up. Just the top of 2 in not Oakland. The Yankees already up 3-0. Severino giving up 3 early to the Yankees versus the A's. Top of 2, the Angels up 2-1 already over Baltimore. Tyler Anderson throwing for the Halos. Top of 2, Toronto in Seattle. It's all tied up at 0. The Mariners have the 1 hit only in that first inning. Just the bottom of the first in Arizona, the Dodgers did score a run in their first at-bats in the game. Tony Gonsolin, the Cat Freak, pitching for the Dodgers. 6:10 Central Time, 7:10 Eastern Time. Philly is in Cleveland. It'll be Wheeler, the stud, versus Ortiz. Mets have already beaten the Cubbies 6-2. Stanek got the win. Hodge got the loss. Hodge has been prospect. I think he was like the 4th pick of the draft or 7th pick of the draft or something like that a couple years ago. I hope I have that right. Is that the right guy? I might be misremembering that. Just forget that. I think that might be wrong. Whatever. Final in Washington. The Cardinals playing really good baseball all of a sudden. They beat Mackenzie Gore, who's a stud. Mikolas with the win, Gore with the loss. 6-1 Cardinals in Washington. And the Pirates, who just fired their manager, Shelton, get the win. They're up to 14-27 with the win over the Braves. We're down to 19-21. Santana with the win. Iglesias with the loss. Let me get caught up in chat. Brian Bronco Mustang Pony Power. That's what's going on, buddy. How are you? Happy Mother's Day. Nice series for the Rangers. Yes, indeed. They look totally different this series. They took walks. They worked pitch count. And again, I'm not going to say it's the Brett Boone experience yet, but why not? I mean, I don't want to put it on Donnie Ecker because it's not. But the guys were going to turn around. I mean, I said it when you guys, there was a lot of people calling for Ecker's firing, and then it happened, and I said it on one of these shows. Here's what's going to happen. They're going to turn around. Everybody's going to say, well, it was Ecker, and it's Boone. I love Boone, but it's the guys. Simeon's a better hitter than he's been, right? Berger's a better hitter than he's been. He hasn't even done it yet. Seager's been back, although he's still hurt, obviously, but when he's in the lineup, he's mashing. Young's mashing. I mean, Wyatt Langford's even in a slump right now. Josh Smith is on fire. Jonah Heim is having a really nice year and keeping it going. This is a good offense. This is a top 5, probably minimum top 10 offense, but the stats haven't been there. The results haven't been there. But they're coming. You're not going to want to face this team in the playoffs. If we can be healthy, we'd have Evaldi and DeGrom. Is it Malley 3? You're not going to want to face this team in the playoffs with Doley and Carter and Langford and Berger and Simeon and Seager and Young and Heim. Are you kidding me? And Peterson. This is a good team. Everybody who's jumped off the ship, you know what? Just, go ahead and build a raft out there and good luck to you. But because this is a good team. Add a third option on the survey looking for more. Yeah, well, I didn't on purpose. I was going to say, do you want to see more? Yes or no? I say yes. My eyes tell me yes. But I get it. I'm a glass half empty kind of guy. But I think they're back. I really do. All right. I want to take a look at the schedule. So I'm going to share the screen one more time for you guys. Then we'll talk about that real fast. There's a lot going on over the next few days. So I will not be live tomorrow night because I will be at the ballpark. 7:05 start versus the Rockies. Wyatt Langford cycle bobblehead. They're also giving away a pin. You got to get a special ticket for that. But that's a pretty cool one. Wyatt Langford bobblehead. He'll be back there, well, tomorrow night in about 30 hours. I don't know. Less than 2 days, he'll be back behind me. I really wanted this Wyatt Langford cycle bobblehead. He'll be back there shortly. Rockies are in for 3 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday night is True Brand 1972 home white hat. I really like this one. I'm not going, at least currently not going. I probably won't go 2 days in a row. So I'll be live for that game here. But I like this hat. I can see myself buying this hat if somebody sells it. It's a pretty cool one. Wednesday's Dollar Hot Dog Day. 7:05 start again, 3 days in a row. Really, it's 5 days in a row. But all the Rocky games are 7:05 starts. Wyatt Langford cycle bobblehead Monday, True Brand home white hat Tuesday, Dollar Hot Dog Day Wednesday. Point about the Rockies is they're the worst team in the league. Like, they're worse than the White Sox, who were record-breaking worse last year. Not much better this year. The Rockies are actually worse. Chance to get fat, chance to pad the stats, chance to get back over 500, chance to get a sweep. And then the dreaded, the hated, and the not all that great Houston Astros are coming in for 4. They're not playing bad. They're not playing good. Their pitching's been, Now, Hunter Brown's a freaking stud. Hunter Brown's Cy Young stud. But Framber Valdez has been pedestrian at best, bad even. And the other guys are just kind of middling guys. So I like our chances here. Thursday night, 7:05 start. It's community night, first responders day out at the park. 16th, that's Friday night. Also 7:05. It's Texas A&M University night. And then Saturday, 6:05 start against Houston. That's military appreciation night. And then Sunday, Ice Cream Sunday versus the Astros, a 12:05 game. So let's talk about the pitching. So versus the Rockies, we've got Malley, Leiter, and Corbin. I love that because that means for the Astros, we'll get DeGrom, Eovaldi, Malley, and Jack. That's pretty good. If you said, hey, Jeff, here's your chance. You got 7 games, 3 for the Rockies, then 4 versus the Astros. This is exactly how I'd set it up. Again, Malley tomorrow, Leiter Tuesday, Corbin Wednesday. Those are the 3 versus the Rockies. And then versus the Astros, DeGrom, Eovaldi, Malley, and Jack. That's pretty nice. And then next week we head out to New York where we'll play 3 versus the Yankees and 3 versus the White Sox. But we're getting way ahead of ourselves with that. Checking the standings real fast. Today, obviously, the schedule is not done. But if you look at it right this second, the Rangers are still in 4th place, but they're 3.5 out, okay? Seattle's in 1st place. We're 1.5 out of the wild card and 3.5 behind the Mariners. The A's are 2 behind the Mariners, and the Astros are 3 behind the Mariners. This series will give us a chance to get fat against the Rocks and then play Houston head-to-head. It's going to be huge for the standings. Look, I think a lot of Rangers fans have given up on the Texas Rangers already, and that's a huge mistake. They shouldn't do that. I like what I just saw. Again, Tarek Skubal is unbelievable. But and here's my other concern, Corey Seager. I mean, he can rake. He can rake with what's going on with his hamstring, but he can't run, right? He's not going to play 2 games in a row when there's a night game and a day game. We got 7 straight games. We don't have any of that. Bochy said he could put him on the IL. I think he's going to happen. I don't know anything. I don't have any insider information or anything like that. But he doesn't look good physically running at all yesterday. I would hate to not have him for the Houston series. I think they sit him out for 3 games without putting him on the IL versus the Rockies and see if he gets better. If he's better to play against Houston, I bet he plays. But I bet we don't see him tomorrow. And maybe not Tuesday. Definitely not Wednesday, in an effort to get him to play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If they sit him out for those 3 days, and then he's not ready versus the first game against the Astros, they can retroactively, well, to today, because he didn't play today. So he could miss the 3 games against the Rockies if you kept him on the roster, and the 2 that he just missed. And that would be 5. If he's not ready for Houston, you can put him on the 10-day IL and use up 5 of them right there. I mean, it's kind of crazy to go with one short player, but I wouldn't expect to see him play the next couple days and or put him on the IL. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he's healthy, but Cameron's in the house. What's up, Cameron? Hope you're having a great day. Good to see you. Happy Mother's Day. Roof should be open tomorrow, and it will be the last time it's open this year. I mean, we're getting to that point where it's going to get hot, right? I think, did I see Wednesday? We're going to have record highs here. I'm pretty sure I saw that. So you may be right, buddy. Yeah, I think I saw that. Hey, Phil, what's going on? Welcome in, buddy. Yeah, it's been a quick couple of games, right? I mean, with our pitching and the pitching we've seen on the other side, you're going to have good, quick games. I like to think that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will be long games because we're going to be scoring so many runs. But you never know, right? You never know. Let's go, Rangers. Amen to that. Hi, yep. 103. Is it really? Wow. Yeah, I saw that we had a chance for record highs, I think, Wednesday. No, I totally agree, Cameron. But you also can't expect us to look at good teams beat bad teams. It doesn't mean you should take it easy. It means you should fatten up your stats. Yeah. Hey, buddy, L. Kuiwave. I don't know how to say that. No, a couple of reasons why. First, he's going to be all right. He's a good hitter. He's going to be fine. Second, no one would give us anything for him. We're going to pay a ton. He's going to be with us for a long time. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that on social media. 0% chance. 0% chance we trade Simeon. 0% chance anybody would give us anything good for him. And he's, the upside to him being good for us far outweighs what we'd get for him. I mean, what do we think we'd get for him? So, no, it's not. Definitely not. And he hit a home run today. Did you get my message on Instagram about the baseball card? I don't honestly know. I'll check. Brayden, I will check when I'm done here. I don't know. I haven't checked I don't check DMs very often, but I think if you're talking about the card, if you're talking about the address, I did. I'll check. I'll double check. It's Mother's Day, so when I'm done here, I'm actually going to go downstairs. But sometime tonight, I will double check that. Enjoy being there tomorrow since it's likely less. Yeah, I will, Cameron. I love it. I mean, I know I make fun of you when you say that all the time, but I love day baseball. Tomorrow's a night game. But I love it when the roof's open. I hope you're right that the roof's open tomorrow. And I think you're right. It won't be open much after that. 10 runs and 6 runs back-to-back plus the app. Yep. I love it. I loved what I saw here. I think they're back. I get people, the people who like to hate on the Rangers messaging me, a few a week at least, and sometimes multiple in a day, telling me that I'm just a homer. And I'm just Mr. Positive. They don't call me Mr. Positive, but I find the good and I don't see the truth. Look, this is a good team. If you look at the Rangers roster and you don't see a great pitching staff, a pretty good bullpen, even though there's not a stud in the back, I get that, and an elite offense. So I'm not talking about looking at stats now. Looking at the roster, if you don't see a great offense there, I don't know what to tell you. 2 more things I want to talk about that are kind of non-Rangers. The umpires and then the McCullers thing. And then we'll check chat and we'll probably call it a night. The umpire thing. I don't know how you could watch baseball this season. At least I've watched pretty much every Rangers game and a bunch of other ones. And if you think we should not have robo-umps, I just don't know how to get it through thick skull. The umpires behind the plate have been ridiculous. Evan Grant posted on X a scorecard for the umpire yesterday, and it was like 92%. Now, we're talking about balls and strikes. That's, I think, 16 pitches that were called wrong. Why do we put up with it? Just let the tech tell us. It's instant. Strike, ball, strike, ball, strike. I mean, you see the box instantly. Just do it that way. What are we doing? Oh, we got to keep the. Oh, you mean no? We don't. I hate all the arguments for the umps. I don't know how anybody could possibly think we need umps. And isn't it just clear? It's just clear and obvious that the umpires should be gone. Now, I do want to talk about this Lance McCullers thing. I don't know if you guys have been following this. Lance McCullers been out for a couple of years, got this big curveball. He's been injured. He pitched, I think it was yesterday, and he had a horrible game. I am, Phil. I 100% am. Thank you for saying that. I mean, it's time. We got it. It's time. Okay, on to Lance McCullers. Always been a fan of Lance McCullers. I don't like that he's an Astro, but I can tell you why. As a San Diegan, as a kid, his dad was on the Padres, and so Lance McCullers was one of the guys that was on the bullpen for the San Diego Padres when I was a kid for a few years, and I liked him. He threw hard. I liked him. I mean, I'm talking about when I was a little boy. So when Lance McCullers Jr. was a prospect and then an Astro, I'm like, hey, I'm going to follow this guy. As the story goes, he came back, he got ripped horribly, destroyed, and he got death threats on social media. Now, not just him, some bozo or bozos actually went to his wife and said they're going to kill his wife and her kids. That makes me mad on so many levels. And I'm going to tell you, it's just silly to say because you bumped into somebody, you care about it more. But I already told you why I was a Lance McCullers fan, right? His daddy was a pitcher for the Padres when I was a kid in the town that I grew up. Followed his career because, his daddy was a ball player that I liked. I'm at Walt Disney World a couple of years ago. This is right after they beat the Dodgers in the World Series, 2017, I guess. And I get it, they cheated, and I didn't like them then. I like them even less now. But I'm there. Those 4 or 5 days that we spent there, they actually had their parade in the Magic Kingdom that day. I saw it. But on this day, we're at Hollywood Studios, the one with the Star Wars rides and all that. And we're having, it's kind of early in the day. It's early lunch. Having a hot dog. I actually remember it was a hot dog. If you know Walt Disney World, Hollywood Studios, in front of Nessie, in front of the water there with the big dinosaur. Anyway, so I'm having some food, and this really nice lady, pretty lady, young kid, stroller, and there's a whole crew like grandma and everybody. They're sitting right there, and they've got Houston Astros gear on. They've got Houston Astros World Series champion gear on, and the World Series just ended. The 2 days before was Game 7, right? So it's just right there. It's fresh. It's brand new. And I say, hey, congrats. I was rooting for the Dodgers, but congrats on your Astros. And we had a nice conversation. It was Lance McCullers' wife. And we had an interaction, and I told her I'm a fan of your husband. He wasn't there. I think he was at the park that day, but he wasn't there where we're having this conversation. Doesn't matter. I am a fan of your husband because I was a fan of his dad. And I grew up in San Diego, and I tell her the whole story. She's like, oh, he's such a great guy, blah, 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 blah. That's grandpa, blah, blah, blah. We just had a nice interaction. They were just a sweet family who just won a World Series and were celebrating at Walt Disney World, and it was just beautiful. And so it added to I'm a fan of the McCullers family. Again, I don't root for him because he's an Astro, but the man and his family I got to bump into, so it's nice. And so it adds a little bit more of anger to me when I see these fans. And I'll tell you, I've seen a little bit here in my chats, some of you have probably seen it. I mean, some of my veterans who are here now, you may have seen. We've had gamblers come in, and Jonathan LaCroix posted about it today on X. Derek Holland posted about it. I mean, a lot of ball players, current and former, are posting about it. And they're talking about how real this is, how common this is, and how it's more common now. A lot of gamblers are young idiot kids who really don't even know baseball. I mean, I had a guy come into this chat like 2 weeks ago. He had bet on the over-under on strikeouts. I don't remember who the pitcher was. Let's call it 3.5, okay, because I remember it was a half. And the pitcher had 3 strikeouts. I mean, I'm guesstimating the number, okay, but for purposes of the story, the pitcher who he bet on had 3 strikeouts in the game, and he'd left the game. So the pitcher was out of the game, right? And he said, "Oh, I'm going to win some money. He just needs 1 more strikeout." And I thought, "Oh, man, I'm sorry about that, but he's out of the game. He's not going to get it. You lost your bet." And, "Oh, no, he'll come back in the game." I'm like, "No, he's out of the game. They put a relief pitcher in. He can't come back in the game." And the guy responded with, "Wait a minute, he can't come back in, blah, blah, blah." People are betting on baseball because it's easy to do now on your phone, who don't know anything about the game. It's just easy to bet. Now, I'm not anti-betting at all. I like it, actually. But it's so easy for people who don't know anything at all to place a wager. These people don't have a clue what they're doing. And when they lose their bets, they go on social media and they're mad. And they sometimes, not everybody, of course, but the dumbest of the dumbest of the dumb, come on and attack the players and the players' family. And that's exactly what happened with this Lance McCullers thing. Now, I know a little bit about tech. I know how IP addresses work. And unless he's pretty tech savvy, and if you're this stupid to do that, you're probably not, they're going to get the guy. And I hope they publicly share whatever the penalty is, because whether it's Lance McCullers Jr. or Derek Holland or Jonathan LaCroix or Nate Eovaldi or Jacob deGrom, these are just people, man. I mean, there was a pitcher just the other day who said, "I'm off." Well, it's our guy. Was it Sean Armstrong? I don't want to say the wrong name. I think it was Sean Armstrong, and we're off of social media. Was it Sean Armstrong? One of our guys, and they're off of social media 100% now because some idiot who bet on the game was pissed and said crap to him and his wife. And people have kids, man. So I don't think anybody here is doing that. But if you are, knock it the heck off. And if you know somebody who's that stupid, smack them around non-violently with words, not with your hands. But how stupid is that? It's something I want to get off my chest. It really pisses me off. Kind of breaks my heart. So we'll move on. Cameron, yeah, I did, man. I've said this before. I hate to repeat myself, but I know that there's new people in there every day. My sister is a San Diego Padres season ticket holder. Now, she was not at the game apparently because she texted me towards the end. Well, no, about an hour after the game. I just got home. Did you see this? Well, yeah, I saw 21. Talk about run differential. We need one of those to fix that stat. Yeah. Well, the White Sox fan have the Pope, so come on. There's that. You guys did see the video of the Pope at the White Sox game, right? The Pope at the White Sox game. That's unbelievable. I saw a video of a girl saying, "Oh, Mom hooked up with the Pope back in the day." Unbelievable stuff. So funny. You still have to have the umps for calls on the bases, but the robo umps should be calling balls and strikes. Let's just get robo umps for balls and strikes for now. I disagree with your first sentence, but that's not the hill I'm worth dying on for me. But the umpire ball and strike thing, it needs to be a thing of the past. Rockies are going to obliterate the White Sox record. I think so. The Padres and the Giants and the Dodgers and the D-backs are going to see to that. Yeah, I think so. I used to coach basketball, and I came to the conclusion I have no idea who to bet on in basketball. So, yeah, I used to coach sports, too. I like to bet. I do. I don't bet on baseball much. It's the hardest game, in my opinion, of the major games. But if you're betting, it's not even that. If you're betting on baseball and you don't know anything about baseball, you're just a dumbass idiot. If you're betting on anything and you're mad at the players, like I've had friends, maybe people in chat right now are going to get mad. I have friends that I know well that in their normal life are actual normal people who have normal thoughts and are not someone that I think are capable of much dumbassery in their life, that really truly think that the NFL is a big lie. It's all staged. And these same people still bet on the games anyway. If you're so crazy that you think the NFL is scripted and you're still betting on the games, you might be an idiot. And I have multiple friends like that. And I've known gamblers. I like to play cards. I might be pretty good at poker. I may have won a decent amount of poker winnings in my life. And the reason good poker players win is because most people who play poker are idiots. Did I say that right? Now, I'm not saying the good poker players are idiots, but the good poker players scoop up from the idiots who play. There's always 4 or 5 dudes who have no idea what's going on. Always, unless you're at the top. And who plays up there, right? So it's the same with everything, right? These people who are super, super stupid and betting on sports, and then they're mad at Lance McCullers, they're mad at Sean Armstrong, they're mad at Jonathan LaCroix or Derek Holland, or it's just so dumb. It makes me embarrassed for humans, for people. All right, I'll get off my soapbox for now. Nice. Yeah, they have parameters. We've talked about this before, but I'll take it, whatever. Betting industry set up to take your money. America, yeah. And again, I'm not anti. I'm a very do what you want. If you're an adult, or anybody, I'm very that way. I'm not saying that the government should say you can't do it. I'm saying if you're a dumbass idiot and you don't know baseball, don't bet on baseball. I'm also further saying if you bet your money and somebody loses your money, it's you that lost, not them. And it's that same in my negative, never so humble opinion. It's the same kind of people that say, oh, they're not even trying. Oh, they gave up. Oh, I know more than Bruce Bochy. Oh, I know more than Mike Maddox. I mean, I love sports. I love to talk sports. I love to argue sports, right? But I do find myself shocked at how dumb some people are. I feel like I'm being very arrogant today. Glad to see the bats finally start to wake up. Amen to that. Maybe we just need a new hitting coach. I'll take it. Whatever the reason, I believe that this offense will come around. I think it has. Imagine a Dallas Cowboys fan betting on that, right? Phil, right? All right. If you're just getting here, my Rangers took down 3 from the best team in baseball record-wise, the Detroit Tigers. We got 3 against Colorado coming up, and then 4 against Houston. That will be a fun time at the ballpark. Tomorrow night at the ballpark, I will be there, so there will be no live stream on my channel. Wyatt Langford bobblehead night tomorrow night. That should be good. Yes, that's why I'm going. I bought one of those tickets way up high. I doubt I'll ever see my seat, but I'll be there early for that bobblehead, and I'll be walking around. And I got to be honest with you, I'm still fighting this cold/allergy. Hopefully it goes away, and I just have a good time, and I sit down somewhere and I have a great time. I can see myself either A, finding someplace to just snack and eat while I'm at the ball game, or be bouncing early because I would like to breathe. But we'll see how I feel tomorrow. But whatever, I won't be live tomorrow. But then for the rest of the series, I should be. Tuesday, so tomorrow night, Tyler Malley for us versus the Rockies. Tuesday, they don't know Jack, but they're going to meet him Wednesday. Patrick Corbin, those 3 games are against the Rockies. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we got Houston in town. DeGrom on Thursday, Eovaldi on Friday, Malley again on Saturday, and Slater again on Sunday. That should be awesome. 9 of you here, 8 on YouTube, 1 on Twitch. I bet I didn't clip the X. I bet I missed the little button for X because normally we have way more people here at X. So, hey, this is just a special one for you non-X people today. 3 games of the Houston series are now. Oh, are they? I haven't even looked at that. That's cool. Cameron says 3 of the 4 against Houston will be on national TV, as they should be, right? Houston has a huge following, and they've been a great team for the past decade now, right? Almost a decade. And then we're an exciting, fun team. I like it. The starting lefty on Friday was Tarek Skubal. I mean, he's unbelievable. 50 strikeouts, 1 walk over his last 51 of those. That's unbelievable. He's probably the best in the game right now. I know the result is always there, but I can see the approach. Yeah, crippled. I totally agree. Jock had looked like he was coming around for a while. Simeon has looked like he's coming around for a while. He's not fully back, but he had a bomb today, so maybe he is, right? You never know. I've liked the approach I've seen from Young. I haven't loved the Wyatt. It's been better lately. But for about maybe a week ago, looked like Wyatt was swinging at the first pitch and popping up a lot of stuff. I didn't love that. I like Jonah's approach. I'm just trying to go down the list. Corey Seager, come on. I'm never gonna say anything bad about Corey Seager hitting wise. My goodness. Berger, he's gonna come around. I actually don't like that they sent him down, but he'll be back this week. Again, you have to be down for a minimum, I think 10. He'll be back. I like what I see from Evan Carter. Dolly's still swinging Dolly and Simeon are still swinging out a lot of sliders down and away. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm not sure what anybody can do about that. But everybody else, outside of Simeon and Dolly, I've liked the approach. For my eyeballs, just on TV, right? What do I know? I'm very confident that they are coming out of it. Probably more likely are out of it, and will move forward as the summer gets warm. The bats will get warmer, and Jock's going to go on a run. Langford's going to go on a run. Seager's always on a run. I believe in Simeon still. I believe in Berger still. I like our offense a lot. Outside of injuries, I don't know how we're not a top 5, between 5 and 10 offense by the end of the year. King says, other than Houston in New York, the Rangers have a very favorable schedule. So far this year, we've had the hardest schedule of anyone. But yeah, we've got, after this, so we got 3 with Colorado, 4 with Houston here. And I think there's a day off. And then you got 3 in New York against the Yankees. but then 3 in Chicago against the Popes. So outside of prayer, we should be in pretty good shape for those bottom 3. I don't wish injury on anybody ever. Aaron Judge will be fun to watch. That said, it's a week away. He might not even be in the lineup. You never know. I bought tickets to the Yankee Ranger game. Was this last year or the year before? It was one of my sons-in-law. Sons-in-law? Son-in-laws. Sons-in-law. One of the dudes who married one of my daughters. Big Yankee fan. He's a Ranger fan too, but he was a Yankee fan. He loves Aaron Judge. So I bought tickets. I actually had tickets to the whole, because I had season tickets. So I had to the whole series. But whatever. I think it was game 2. I might have that misremembered, but whatever. So I saw him the day before. He got hurt. And the day with Cameron, my son-in-law, he didn't play. That kind of sucked. But anyway, we'll be playing them in New York next week and then Chicago, which should be good. But yeah, it won't be easy for sure. I mean, Rodon, I don't know the pitching matchups, of course. I mean, they don't have to worry about Garrett Cole, but Carlos Rondon, unbelievable. Struck out 10 the other day. He's unbelievable, filthy, great pitcher. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, I don't know what to do with the Cardinals. You know, I thought they I thought they might be in selling mode here, pretty sure, but they're playing really well. They're hot right now. They're hitting the ball, they're scoring some runs, they're winning. Yeah, exactly, Cameron. Hey, Logan, member of the channel in the house. What's going on, buddy? Using the Ron Washington, that the way baseball goes smile emoji. Member of the channel. I appreciate that so much. You know what? I'm going to drop the membership video real fast, and then we'll close up.
The absolute best thing about building a YouTube channel is the community that you get to build around that channel. If you're here, if you're watching this, you're already part of it. The Clubhouse crew, the Texas Clubhouse is the name of this channel. You're a part of the Clubhouse crew because you're watching this. People who show up to the streams, people who like to post over on X, people who show up, support the channel, and that's huge. If you want to take another step, membership. Membership gets you noticed more in chat. It gets you access to emojis. And it tells me, hey, you like what I'm doing and you want to support what I'm doing and you want me to keep doing it. So thank you so much. If you're considering it, I appreciate you. There's 4 different levels. Whatever you want to do is amazing. Even if you're even thinking about it, it's amazing. I appreciate you being part of the Clubhouse crew, even if you don't sign up to be a member. But if you do, thank you for the support. And yeah, use those emojis. The more we have in the members, the more emojis I can make for you guys. So have fun with those and just thanks for being part of the crew.
All right, 6-1 Rangers beat the Tigers today in Detroit. The Rangers take the series. Logan using the emojis. I love it. Thanks for being here, buddy. Thanks for being a member. Josh Smith, 7-game hitting streak. Celebrate that dude. Let's get him to the All-Star game, right? I don't know where the heck he's going to play, but I love the guy. Our slug is back. Whole bunch of home runs. The Tigers averaged 5.5 runs a game, and they only scored 6 in the series. That's unbelievable. The Jace, Josh, Mary Young story was awesome, playing tic-tac-toe and Mother's Day and all that. Love it. The umps have been unbelievably horrible. We talked about that. Lance McCullers BS. We talked about that. Highly expect Jake Berger to come up to the big club again sometime this week. Probably means Zeke will go down. Zeke had a couple hits today. But you see him get hit in the chest yesterday? That was scary. 7 different Texas Rangers hit home runs the last 2 games. That bodes well. Pitching. Will the Rockies have 10 wins before June 1st? I'll say yes. Let's see. What's their situation right now? Hold on. The Rockies. Was that Cameron? Let me see. Somebody in chat, I think they have 6 right now. What is today? 11th, so 12. 12, 19, 26, 14, 19, probably a day off in there, 18 games, 17 days. So they probably have 17 or 18 games and they need 4 wins. Yes, I'm going to say yes. Hopefully none of them against us, but that's a good question. They're that bad, right? They're 100% that bad. All right, pitching. Last time we'll go through this and we're going to call it a day. Tomorrow, Langford, cycle bobblehead day. Also, it's Tyler O'Malley day against the Rockies. Tuesday, Jack Leiter. Wednesday, Patrick Corbin, all evening, 7 o'clock starts. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday against the hated Houston Astros. Thursday, Friday, 7 o'clock starts. Saturday, 6 o'clock starts. Sunday, it's a day game. And for us, we got Jacob deGrom on Thursday. Nate Eovaldi on Friday, Tyler Malley on Saturday, and Jack Leiter on Sunday. Of course, that's way out there. They haven't made those announcements official, but that's how it lines up, and that's probably how baseball will go, as the great Ron Washington would say. Logan, member of the channel, says, with the Rockies offense and how Malley has been pitching, I think I have a legit chance to witness a complete game shutout in person. I'll be there tomorrow too, Logan. Maybe we'll bump into each other. That'd be cool. I hope there's no chance of that because we have so many runs that we're pulling Malley out in the 6th and 7th inning. I hope that we jump on them for double digits. I want all 3 games to be double-digit wins where we give up 3 or 4 because the bullpen's just in there cruising. That would be my preference. And then the low-scoring games against the Astros will be just fine with me. I'm excited. Please like the stream. Please vote in the poll. Oh, let's check on the poll before we call it a day, right? Can't believe I haven't been following that. Is the Rangers offense back? You voted. Oh, we're going to go. 15 people voted, at least. Hopefully that's you. 87% of you agree with me. Yes, the offense is back. 13% say no. Logan, using the emojis. You want to use those emojis? You got to become a member like Logan has. I love them, and I love you guys for being here. Happy Mother's Day. Go give your mom a hug. Tell him Jeff loves you from Texas Clubhouse because you're a mom, and you made you, Cameron and Logan, and everybody. Meow says yes. Meow says yes. Meow says yes. Yo, watch the game. Good to see decent play. Yo. When I hear yo, I think MTV rocks. When I hear meow, I think my daughter's cat, who's no longer with us. And I'm sad they're not with us, but my house is cleaner and it's less smelly for it. My name's Chef. Your name is Meow or TLC or Logan or Cameron or something else like that. I'm glad you're here. 3 against the Rocks starting tomorrow night. Wyatt Lang for Bubblehead. 4 against the Astros. Let's take 3 against the Rocks. So even if we split against Houston, we're in good shape. Ideally, 6 out of 7. Wouldn't that be awesome? 5 out of 7 minimum. Need it. Oh, no. Yep, Mother's Day. Give your mom a hug. Tell it's from me. Happy Mother's Day. Appreciate every single one of you. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please like the stream. If you want to become a member, you'll be my very best friend of all time. No super chats. Anybody who was a super chatter today was going to become a producer of all my live streams next week. Would have made a video of that person, and they would have had a little shout out every live stream this week. Hint, hint. Anybody wants to do that? 2 games. I'm going to shut it down here in like 2 or 3 minutes. 2 good games in a row. Real nice seats. Yep, competitive games. We have sweep. Yeah, I mean a sweep against the Rockies and 2 out of 4 versus Houston, or 2 out of 3 from the Rockies and 3 out of the 4 from Houston. I mean, we need to get. What I'm trying to say is we need to get 5 wins out of this series, right? Right? Got to go 5-2. 4-3 is okay. 5-2 is what I want. 6 or 7 would be spectacular. Yeah. It's probably what I should have put for the poll for. We'll probably do that again. Now, tomorrow night, we will not be live for the game. However, if I'm all stuffed up like this, I might be home in time to do a post-game show. We'll see. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, for sure. Friday, Saturday. Friday, maybe. Saturday, maybe. Sunday, probably. Here we go. Questions, comments, concerns? Anybody right now? Questions, comments, concerns? If you want to drop a super chat, you will be my producer. It just means I shout you out during the streams at least once every time. If you're interested in that, you got like a minute and a half. Question, comments, concerns, now's the time. Other than that, we're going to call it a day. Look at, I will drop this quick. Let's see. Which one will I drop? Oh, let's do the subscribe one. 1 minute subscription. I'll talk to chat, and then we'll call it a day.
Hey, thanks for being here. While I'm on a little break, probably about a minute or so, I'd really like to ask you to do something. And maybe you've already done it, but if you haven't done it, it would mean a lot to me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. As I film this, it's Thursday right before the game. We're at 2189. Trying to build this community. Love to see us get to 2,200 by the end of the weekend. Can we get 11 in 3.5 days? If you haven't subscribed yet, please get over to YouTube at Texas Clubhouse. If you're already on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this on Twitch or you're watching on X or maybe you're watching on the replay anywhere else, head over to my YouTube channel at Texas Clubhouse and please subscribe. It's free. It means a lot. It helps me hit some of my goals, and well, it makes me smile, and hopefully it'll show you more of my content. And you're here, so hopefully you don't hate my content. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and just thank you for being here. Go Rangers.
And there you go. Oh, and there you go, times 2. I played that because that's the last time I'm going to play that because the weekend's over. TLC just dropped me a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, buddy. That makes him, and anybody else who does it before we shut down, I'm going to shut down in just a second, the producer of every one of my live streams next week. So TLC94LS. I'm going to do a little video. I have to make a video now before my next live stream, and it's going to talk about you, thanking you for being a producer of the channel. Let me make sure I take a picture of that so I don't screw that up now that I said I would do that. Make sure I don't forget. Bam. Bingo. Bango. TLC, I appreciate the support, man. Member of the channel, just dropped the super chat. He will be the producer, looks like the sole producer of my live streams next week. That's Monday through Sunday, and that'll start tomorrow night. I got to make that video tonight because TLC just did that. Appreciate you, buddy. Seriously, really do. Last game I went to, we scored. Nice. We need to go to all the games, dude. Yes, nice. I appreciate that, man. I really do. He has looked good. Who are we talking about? Evan? Oh, I missed one. Phil, I'm sorry, Phil. I missed this one. Yeah, he can still ring. Yeah, he can play center. I like him. I like him a lot. You see, Leote got like 6 balls hit to him in the right yesterday. He's been playing really well for Seattle, hitting, playing defense. But Evan Carter's been our future center fielder for a long time, and Evan Carter's a center fielder now. He's a center fielder of the future and of the now. Excuse me. Yeah, I think he's looked good. I think he's above average. Yeah. There can only be one. Oh, we got another one. Look at you, Logan. Yeah, you pre-ordered the what? Oh, somebody selling it? Yeah, I didn't get the Kumar, and I frankly haven't looked for it yet, but I'll get the Kumar Mandalorian one. I like that hat. The true, I like is the white one. Yeah, co-producers, right? We're gonna have 2 producers now. I like that hat a lot, but I'm just not going to as many games this year. But that's cool. You get another one. I know a guy will trade you or buy it from you. But anyway, that's cool. Yeah, I'm going to get that Wyatt one tomorrow. Hello, Wincon. I better take a picture of that one too so I don't mess that. Logan, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. Now the video will have at least 2 people, TLC and Logan, in there as you guys rock. Thank you, guys. Thank you for doing that. Yes, co-producers. Exactly. Love it. Love it. Love it. Evan has looked very good. I love Evan. Dang it. What? He's looked very good. Oh, is it dang it because you're a co-producer? There can only be 2. There can be 1,000. Are you kidding me? Have I told you about my dog bills? All right. 11 of you here. 10 of you on YouTube, 1 on Twitch. Nobody on X because I must have missed that button. TLC, Logan, thanks for the super chats. You are now going to be producers of the next 7 days of my live streams. I probably won't be live tomorrow night, but I might be. But the other days I almost assuredly will. Friday nights and Saturday nights and Sundays are sometimes a little weird, but you guys know how that goes. God's Child in the house. God's Child, are you a White Sox fan? Yeah, baby. I'll take the win. We're gonna take it to the Rockies, and then hopefully we'll take it to Houston too. God's Child, man. I should be nicer. Oh, wait a minute. I'm that too. I love that. And so are you. And I appreciate every single one of you. Call your mom. Have you called your mom yet? Tell her I said hi. Call your mom. Tell her thank you from me and from you. All right, you don't have to go, but you can't stay here. I'm Storm of the Castle. Thank you to every single one of you, from God's Child to Logan to TLC to Brian Bronco Mustang, Pony Power, to everybody who was here earlier. It means a lot to me that you're here. I'm just not some crazy person talking to myself. Go call your mom. Called your mom yet? Call your mom. Oh, one more chat to talk about. All right, here's to a Rocky sweep. Yeah. We absolutely must sweep them. I don't know about we absolutely must, but I was sure. Hopefully get some leads. Yep. I would love that. I I appreciate you guys being here for the post-game show. That's it. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here up on the Storm of the Castle. Say hello to your mom from me. Bye for now. Later. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you had a good time, whether we won or we lost. I guarantee I had a good time because you were here. I appreciate you being part of our Clubhouse crew, whether you're on my YouTube channel at Texas Clubhouse or over on my Twitch, also at Texas Clubhouse, whether you watch on X at Jeff Bates on X, wherever. You're the best because you're here. You stayed all the way to the end. It means a lot. I'm going to drop my link tree right here so you can check me out other places
listen, it just means a lot that you spend a little bit of your evening or your daytime with me here, watching a little baseball, talking a little baseball. I love this. I love building a community. I love watching baseball. I love talking baseball. And I'm just talking to myself if you're not here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want to do anything cool for me, like the stream. Of course, I'd love it if you became a member of the channel and all those things. But the most important thing is you are here. I hope you come back again. I appreciate you. Have the best day ever. Go Rangers.